Good afternoon, everybody. How's everyone doing today?
Great.
I didn't want an answer out of that, but I appreciate it anyway. So today we're going to be talking about adaptive leadership. So every day, leaders, both military and civilian, ask themselves, what is the one quality in which I can possess that will set me apart from my peers? A YouTube video titled, "What is Adaptive Leadership?" said, adaptive leadership is about helping others change and adjust to new situations. With my past experience in both the Army and the logistics industry, I know that the people and the world change constantly. And to be a successful adaptive leader, you have to change with it. With the world constantly changing, along with the people that live in it, adaptive leadership is arguably the most important tool that one could possess. So moving forward, I believe that there are two different types of adaptive leadership. One dealing with situations, and one dealing with personnel. So let's start with the personnel. To fully understand and be adapted to your personnel, one must be empathetic, which basically means each employee learns differently and is receptive to different leadership techniques. So one set-in-stone technique is not going to be effective as a whole leadership model. S. Lucas said, if you can't meet the needs of your customers and employees, they will leave you and go elsewhere. Which is crucial to keeping your employees and customers happy, because if you are one set-in-stone, stern person, not everybody is going to be receptive to that method. Former Sergeant Major of the Army Daily once said, if soldiers run the other way when you show up, that's absolutely not cool. So part of being a good leader, in which individuals can trust and confide in, also means being a leader that will adapt to different situations that may make certain decisions under pressure. To keep up with the world and lead individuals to success, one must be adaptive to every situation that may arise. So successful businesses often change and are proactive before the change comes. As an effective adaptive leader, you have to change oftentimes before the world changes itself. You have to be innovative, and you have to learn to be adaptive with those changes when they do come. This will lead you to be successful, and this will lead your employees to trust in you even more. To better understand the concept of adaptive leadership, we can look at our history of adaptive leaders that we've seen in the United States. My personal favorite is Franklin Delano Roosevelt. In 1921, Franklin D. Roosevelt came down with a disease known as polio. In 1928, Franklin D. Roosevelt became the governor of New York State, and then in 1932, he became the president of the United States. While dealing with his personal affairs from polio, he also inherited a country with problems known as the Great Depression. He used his adaptive skills to show and introduce different methods such as the New Deal, and he introduced bailouts from the agriculture industry as well. On December 7th, 1941, the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. At this time, Franklin D. Roosevelt declared war on Japan, and he made a speech which is also known as the Day in Infamy speech. In this speech, he rallied together all citizens of the United States while we were undergoing effects from the Great Depression. And he not only fostered a great environment under these tough times, but he rallied the citizens of the United States of America to succumb to this adversity and come together to conquer a bigger cause. As history shows, with Franklin D. Roosevelt, leaders of our past, and current leaders that we now have, adaptive leadership is not only a commodity, it is essential. Change is always inevitable, and with this change, we can see adaptive leadership is the most important skill that one could possess. With practice and time, each and every leader can possess the ability to be adaptive. If you possess the adaptability in both your workforce and your personal life, your people will thank you. And more importantly, you will thank yourself.